Okay. Oh, there's no sound. I was reading it and I was I was reading all that. I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself again. Hello everyone. Am I late? No, I'm just starting streaming. I already say it, but I guess there's no sound before. But thank you for telling me. I'm dumb. Sorry. Okay, let's start again. Anyways, I said before that I don't know who Maddie is, nor do I know who we're talking to. But I guess we're Maddie and we're talking to an old man. Maybe. I don't know. Also, what I'm saying in the beginning is that I played this game because I haven't really read anything in a while, for a while. Yeah. Anyways, sorry. I need to have an old man voice. How do I sound like an old man? At the very least, can we turn some lights on? I cannot, man. I'm sorry. With all the rubbish you've got scattered around the place. Oh my god, I cannot. Whatever. I'd like to at least know where I'm putting my feet. Ashley, would you mind? There's a flickering lights right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Are we underground criminals? Thanks. Hmm. You're more organized than last time, I see. Practice makes perfect. Hey, Manny. How much more wire do we need? I think that's enough. Great. Now, what now? Okay. What's up, Lil B? What's up? I found you a chair. Thank you. Ooh, wait, is it some kind of laboratory lab something? So, this whole thing, surely it's not legal. Yeah, we are a criminal, aren't we? We are a criminal, no? We are a criminal. But Maddie wasn't clear on that. Yes, the council found it confronting. For good reason, I suppose. Because it utterly upsets the natural order, mate. It's not just bureaucracy. Shh, you. Most rules can be bent after all. And Maddie has a particular fascination with breaking rules. Are we Maddie? As I'm sure you've realized. Hey, don't give her all the credit. Who are you? Bah, bah, no. Is this related to her gambling for time? What? Gambling for time? Why would we gamble for time? So, the transfer was the same sort of magic we're doing now, yes. Magic! Small scale though. We are Hermione with the time turner necklace, you know. Doing it on a larger scale requires a bit more preparation. The council successfully suppressed all available information about it, though. For good reason. Well, yes, old man. What happens if something goes wrong? Well, you don't tend to mess it up more than once. Or try it again after you fail, for that matter. Stubborn scholars notwithstanding. What do you even call this sort of magic then? Ooh, flickering lights. Question's irrelevant, because it's banned. Extremely cool? I'm sorry. That's what I call it. Well, by definition, it's a conduit ritual. What is a ritual? It's a magic. Is it black magic? But hey, we're among friends, so we can call it what it really is. Ooh, she's so cool. Hey, Maddie. Yep, necromancy. So it's Necrobarista. Necromancy and barista. Welcome to Necrobarista. I guess we are going to be a barista who did necromancy. Maybe, probably. Yep. From your hazy memories, a certain word calls out to you. Necromancy. You try desperately to remember what it meant. Necromancy. Necromancy. Death. Oh my god. This fragment of a memory stays with you. Piece together the past. Remember what transpired. And never forget. You are. What am I? Oh my god! Scattered previous one. We. Oh, oh, I haven't read all of it. Hello? That's so fast. Yep. We are criminals. People were criminals. Yep. That's it. We're criminals. Criminals who did magic. Harry Potter? Are we Harry Potter? Wait. Okay, welcome. Welcome to Necrobarista. I guess we're going that way. Can I go back here? Can we go back here? Nope. Invisible wall. Can we? We cannot jump. Can we do something? Nope. Nope. Huh. Ooh. Press and hold to inspect a memory. Memory? Okay. Oh. Huh. Wait 1 second. Can we go here? Nope. Invisible wall. Tear it in. And what? I haven't read it. Oh, it's here. Sorry. Ministrels. 1. We welcome both living and dead. Patrons will be served in the order they arrived. Don't ask who's alive. It's rude. If someone wants you to know, they'll tell you. 3. The dead have 24 hours to spend within the premises before moving on. Strictly enforced. No, we don't have Wi-Fi. Okay, so this is a cafe. Jadi kita jadi barista beneran ya di cafe yang welcome both yang manusia dan sudah tidak jadi manusia. Terus jangan nanya siapa yang not alive, yang bukan manusia ya. It's rude, bro. Also, yang udah tidak hidup punya 24 jam untuk mereka. Oh, sebelum mereka moving on. Oh my god, okay. They don't have Wi-Fi also. Report broken items. Okay. I haven't saw it. What? Can I see it again? What's the fifth one again? I forgot. 1 second. Oh, wow. I thought it would be like there would be something in there for the fifth one. But no. It goes on to the loading screen. Part 1. Okay. Coffee. What kind of coffee do y'all like? Suka kopi apa sih? I like many things. Oh, we're going to be a barista. Wait, are we making the terminal? Carlton, Victoria, Australia. Oh, we're Australia. We're in Australia. 3053. Excerpts from online reviews. Pretty and remarkable coffee. Barista speaks Chinese, but exclusively uses it to mock people to their faces. I am very self-conscious about my top hat now. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Observe little girl running around cafe with knife. Unsupervised. Came down with deep sense of ennui after visiting. Was really told to stop being a big dweebus after complaining about burnt taste in coffee. Wow! Are we rude? Apakah kita sebenarnya sangat rude to the customers or something? Huh. Okay. This coffee is some of the best I've ever had. 5 stars. Disclosure. I have no taste buds. Oh my god. So, basically. Jadi cafe kita buruk, guys. What is this? We're not good. What? The door closes. Huh. Hello? Hi. Hey. Mate? Hi, mate. You're right. Wait, that's not a guy's voice. How do I don't whatever. You can see me? Clear as day, yeah. What can I get you? I um I've been walking around for hours. Nobody was talking to me. I don't even know how I got in here. I think you'll find it was via the front door. Dude. Dude. Okay. Right. Or more. This dearly departed is the terminal. Carlton's finest. Departed? Departed? They say our coffee's to die for. Is that a pun? Is that a pun? Pun intended? Oh wait, is the dead can drink the coffee? The dead can drink the coffee? Oh my god. Pernah gak mikir like orang yang udah gak ada yang udah eh just judging us while drinking coffee? So sorry. I don't really know how to go about this. Ask me anything, man. You're not the first disheveled dead guy to drop, and I'm sure you won't be the last. What does everyone else ask? They generally ask, what does everyone else? Nah. Damn. And they always say that. Then there's the embarrassed silence. Alright, I get it. You make a habit of bullying everyone who comes through or just the pitiful ones. See, we are bullies. Are we? We're not. Where are we? We're barista. Barista judges. I think we judge people. It's almost exclusively the latter, or the pitiful one. I guess that's consistent. Always felt like people saw me as a pitiful guy. Aww. Sorry, I was actually just kidding there. No, you're right. No, I won't say that. Boss hated me. Family hated me. Work sucked. Oh my god, that's so relative. I mean, no. Just like everything else about me. Dude, it's so sad. Now I'm never gonna have a chance to make things better for myself. That's it. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Hey, come on. And now I'm sitting in a cafe over that people falling apart in front of the barista. Make pull it together. Oh my god, we're fierce. Maddie, calm down. Number one rule: no breakdowns in the cover, please. The well, uh, have you ever have a breakdowns in a cafe? Because I have, and that sucks. I will. I have a breakdown at a cafe because of something that's sucks so bad, and I was alone, and I didn't take my motorcycle with me. Aku naik Gojek to that cafe karena agak jauh. Not really, but agak jauh kayak ke atas gitu. Meeting someone and ended up so sad and I'm having a breakdowns. I should have done that. But hey, tragedy is a comedy. I promise, man, you're okay. I know how it is. Uh, are you dead? No, and I don't know if you read the rules outside, but God, I did. Yes, can't even get that right. In that case, you'll also have read that you have 24 hours left before you gotta move on to the next place. And I don't think you want to spend them having one big long extended panic attack. Oh my god. Having a panic attack sucks, okay? 24 hours? What I'm saying is, uh, everything's okay. Just take some deep breath. We'll sort this out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a fuss. Oh my god. Dude, calm down. Cup is empty. It's not like I've got anything else going on. Relatable. I know, relatable. Don't worry about it. Are you sure? I'm kind of a burden. Oh my god, is this guy is he me? Anyways, you're not. Promise. Chin up, mate. Let me tell you about the building. It's got some cool history. So, the first time I came here was about 4 years ago. And that's why you should never, ever serve a martini to a dead biker, even if he specifically asked for one. Why? Ooh. Huh. Out of all the possible ways to react to that, that's one I certainly didn't expect. True, me too. Yeah, no point in seeking eternal vengeance if you're gonna have to leave in a few hours anyway. It kind of strips it of meaning, you know? There's no way to tell whether you'll even care once you cross over. Wait, what kind of coffee did we make? I mean, Medis make. What? We are Medi, right? What? What is this? Is espresso? It looks like chocolate. It's espresso with milk, no? But then again, maybe I'm just being a buzzkill about it. Shouldn't go around policing people's reaction to things. I'm still wrapping my head around all this death that is. Is espresso with milk so like coffee latte? Feels weird to say it, doesn't it? Weird. Yeah, that's the word. So, you said most people don't ever find out how they died before they pass, even if they got murdered or something? Yep. Most people don't die from murder. It's mostly sickness, or old age, or lawnmower accidents. Well, they call them accidents, but really, loads of lawnmowers are possessed by evil spirits. Oh my god, really? Really? That's it. Alright, hold on just a moment. You can't just drop that and move on. Possess lawnmowers? Yeah, that's my reaction, bro. Seriously? Anything with spinning plants attracts him. Garden equipment, blenders, power saws, they're a real pain. Gotta do at least 1 or 2 exorcism a month on the coffee grinder. Oh my god. Yo, do you have something like with blade and spin? You need to get that exercise. You need to get that like exercise or something on that. I have blender. That's wild. I know. And what is that? So I know I'm breaking the rules again, but how many people in here are dead? Yeah, it's a cover for dead people. Does that mean it's everyone? Or are some of these people just really into ghost cafes? Hmm, yeah. A little of column A, a little of column B. Nanti aku sembur deh. Boleh. Jadi mbah dukun, guys. Plenty of mortals came through. But this is one of the only crossing points in the country, so we get a lot of your type. That's also why the rent is so high. Because those vampires who own the place know we got a lot of foot traffic. In this economy, the rent is high. Yeah, felt. Literal vampires? No, like boomers, landlord class. Same thing, I guess. So, to answer your question, there are 9 customers in here right now. Out of those 9, yourself included, I'd say 4 or 5 of them are just passing through on their way to the next place. How can you tell? Once you've worked here for a while, you get a sort of sixth sense for this kind of thing. Apakah kalian mempunyai indera keenam? Because I don't. Gotcha. Speaking of sixth senses, I've got one for trouble. You have 2 sixth senses? Honestly, I that's not 2 sixth senses, isn't it? Like one of them is sixth sense and one of them is seventh sense. So like indera keenam dan ketujuh, no? Okay, what's this? Aha! The little girl! Hello, Ashley. More like indra negatif 6. Keren. Hey Ashley, you're so cute. Ashley had adopted the cover stuff a couple years back, much in the same way that a puppy adopts a squeaky toy. That's so cute. She was the kind of maliciously smart kid who absorbed information like a sponge, but only used it to cause trouble. Oh my god. Dia, kalau di SD dia anak anak pinter yang kerjaannya, yang adabnya nggak ada. Today, she was accompanied by the stench of motor oil and brought with her a look that said, I'm an invisible genius. Are you? Ashley has. Oh, I can click on it. Oh, okay. Ashley has fancied herself a genius ever since the day that Maddie invited her to become a spunky sidekick. Aku baru tahu kalau bisa diklikin. She was mostly right about that one. Alright, I know that look. Spit it out. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Cut the crap, kid. What are you after? I'm busy dealing with a customer. I'm not really needing any attention. Shut up, Kishan. How do you know his name? How do you know his name? How do you know? Anyways, I need an extra pair of hands and none of my ashlings are around to help. Don't you have any clams? We got you a bunch for your birthday last month. They're not being used for other very important things. They, they were not. Pretty sure I saw one on a table upstairs earlier. No, I really need a helper. Actually, I'm busy. Please. Hey, I could probably. I could. Come on, Ashley, you've gotta let us work. I'm not gonna get anything down here if I have to keep going upstairs to find the screwdrivers you've misplaced. W. uh, oh, but hey, no dice. What about Shay? Who the hell is Shay? The who is Shay? Shay, Shay. He can help me. But what about his emptying the dishwasher? Sound familiar? Uh, it should, because I told you to do it an hour ago. She's like her big sister or something. Uh, oh, it's really no trouble. Oh, why don't I take this guy? All I think he's busy with is being that. Oh my god, Ashley, no. No, 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 nah, no, you don't say that to people. Hello, no, 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 no. Hey, come on. Ashley, oh my god, Ashley. I'm not going to argue with you about this. I'm sure he would rather relax than be a boss around. Also, manners. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so cute. We've talked about this. You've got to be more respectful in front of customers. Please. I'm happy to go upstairs. Really, it's fine. I don't have anything else going on. I'm dead. And I'm super. Hey. Predicted. I'm cool with it. I am Kishan, very dead guy. Happy to help. You sure? I can just send her back upstairs. Promise. It's fine. I just sit around and be a pain otherwise. Back. Oh my god. Her smile is scary. Champion. What? In follower hierarchy, peons are one level below assistant, one level above minion. That's so cute, Chubat. We have work to do. Oh my god, Ashley. Ashley wasn't getting enough attention, but with Maddie's newfound responsibilities, some sacrifices had to be made. That meant the kid would just have to occupy herself more often than not. She still felt guilty as hell about it, and I reckon this place needs more plants. Who are you? Is it Shay? Shay? Say, oh my god. Say, yep, that's Shay. Say, how do I pronounce his name? Sorry, I'm sorry for the pronunciation. I don't know how to pronounce his name. You're gonna give me a heart attack, you old bastard. What's on your mind? Head in the clouds, as per usual. Did I look like I was thinking weighty thoughts? Che, I don't know. Excruciatingly so. What's going on? Nothing important? Just my resting bitch face. Nope, this one's different. How so? Your facial expression is reminding me of the time you tried to fistfight that cosplayer. Oh, the samurai. The one who barged in, waving his gift store katana around and demanding satisfaction after I refused to put 15 shots? 15 shots? If you drink 15 shots of espresso on your coffee, or like 15 shots on your coffee in a glass, you'll die of a heart attack. I'm just saying that do not drink 15 shots on your coffee. Weirdly specific. What's it look like? Look like you just got threatened with thousandfold Nippon steel. I know 15 is crazy. It's a precious memory, so I remember it very clearly. A mix of deep disgust, a whole bunch of derision, and a tiny pinch of pity. Yep, that's me. One mode. Nah, that's also me. You alright though? Real talk. I'm fine. I'm actually fine, or let's not talk about it, fine. The second one, Vero. Offer's still open if you'd like to talk things out. In the meantime, sorry, can I grab that tea towel? My hands are wet. Oh, yeah, here you go. So, did the dishes need hand washing, or I'm sure I told Ashley to empty the dishwasher earlier. Nah, things busted. Door latch won't close. Might call the repairman. Ashley shouldn't wash in my hand anyway. Her arm would corrode. So, I did it. Not a problem. Yeah, fair enough. So, like I mentioned, it will need a repair. Unless you want to let Ashley at it. I'd call the repairman myself. But our landline stopped working last week. We have a landline? Yes. Ancient technology. An intelligent tool for a less civilized age. Only works when you pay the bill, though. I don't know if it would be cheaper to get it repaired or to just buy a new one and give Ashley the old one for parts. Hi. Hi, Nimas. Hi, Nimas. Hello, Nimas. The costs are pretty close, all things considered. Hey, don't work too hard. You'll wear yourself into an early grave. Hey, you spent 50 years digging holes. What holes? If you want to see a lot of Earth, you can become a globetrotter, or you can pick up a shovel. Globetrotter. Oh, globetrotter. That sounds like a pretty tough work, old man. Ouch. Old man. For your information, I'm barely 170. Oh my god. Oh, wait, what? 170. What are you, a vampire? I'm failing to see the inaccuracy. It was during a literal gold rush. Everyone was doing it. Only thing different about me is that I eventually started digging up things more interesting than gold. Only kind of gold I'm interested in is brown gold. Coffee. Shut up. So cute. Hey, so. Hmm? I know it's just another stress on the stress pile, but I think we need to put on an order for more kitchenware soon. Ugh. Yeah, another thing that costs money. We're beginning to run out of cutlery though. It keeps disappearing, not sure where. I don't know how long it can wait before we get more. Yo, what is this? Huh. Ugh. Don't know if we can afford that this month. Just, everything's a bit too pricey right now. Yeah. Today's economy is very pricey. Doesn't help that the coffee cartels keep pushing prices up. I don't think the importer is part of a cartel. They're quite nice. I've seen photos of their kids. You ever spoke to them? They're obviously criminals with the prices they charge. Wholesale my ass. And yet we kept buying from them. Yeah, the beans are good, man. Well, if there is a price, there's quality, I guess. It's just everything else on top of them that's stressing me out. Yes, I'll happily accept that blame for some of that. It's fine. You don't have to. I know it's all on me. I've just got to figure out how to pay everything off. Everything. And everyone. Wait, what? Ouch. Ugh. Mood. Yo, medicine mood. The shitty council of death and the doubly shitty time that we owe them that are the last thing I want to think about right now. I've lost enough sleep over it already. Hey, I'm here to help. I'm worried about you, you know? You've had a lot of responsibility drop on you in a very short period of time. And I can't help but feel a little bit culpable for that. I know. Yeah, I know. And you, I can't thank you enough. Shh. It's alright. Hold yourself together. We'll figure it out as a team, just like we always have. I just don't want to deal with it, you know? I get it. And I don't want you to feel like I'm imposing or interfering too much. I know the cafe is yours now, and even though things are a bit much at the moment, I know I keep saying this, Maddie, but I don't know how much time we have to deal with all of this before things start falling apart. Things are already falling apart. Oh, but you're going to have to face reality at some point. You know that, right? Oh, I know. Shay, oh my god, yes, I know. I don't need any more reminders from you. Back off, man. Yo, chill. Maddie, chill out, man. The console's always on my mind. I can't escape them. My best is all I can do, okay? Just because you're my best friend and my old boss and my mentor doesn't mean I need you preaching at me about how I need to deal with my problems. Because they are my problems now, not yours. Alright, man, chill out. Manny, chill out. No worries, I'll give you some space. Might go check on Ashley. You seen her recently? She's upstairs. Drag a customer up there talking about clams or something. I'd better go rescue them then. Be back in a bit. Oh my god, Maddie. Maddie, it's not chill, man. Maddie, chill out, girl. It's right, isn't it? Yeah. We really could use some more plants. So, we're gonna strap a big old stick knife to you and make them fight each other. What? Wait, what? Who? I love it. You love it? This is gonna be great. I'm gonna build something that gets put on that TV show, Battle Royale. Battle Royale. Okay. With flamethrowers on it. You're not gonna put one on this little guy, are ya? A flamethrower? Probably not. But I want you to record the fight on my phone so we can send it to the producers. Yeah, sure things. Let's get this knife attached. Sorry. Pass me the zip ties. Zip ties. And the knife. Knife. And my coffee. Are you sure? Who even gave you that? Coffee! Damn it. It's empty. My coffee is empty, Kishan. The world is beginning to vibrate. Maybe it's good that your cup runs empty, yeah? I think my cup is destroyed with more espresso in it. Oh my god, this kid drinks coffee. She gonna have a heart attack, man. She's she's so young. She's like what, 12? How many shots did you put in there? Too many, Kishan. But did anyone ask Icarus how many shots of espresso he had? Yeah, I'm reading a book about Icarus. He flew to the sun. I'm cultured. In unrelated news, I have a headache. uh, I, oh, I think you might want to read a little more about Icarus. There's a twist ending to that one. I'm holding a notification. No spoilers. Wait, this is so funny. Sorry. No spoilers. Promise. Alright, Shay, just say hi. Try not to get a knife slung at you this time. This time? So she's like slung at you the other times? You got this. Hey, kids. Oh my god. She did. She, she, she did, bro. She did. Yeah, my body, my paw. Did I get him? No, you missed. Damn it. But wait, you threw it on purpose? Extremely on purpose, yeah. I'm fine, by the way. Oh, it's just you. Would it have been worse if it was someone else? Probably. Oh my. This kid, man, this kid. Oh, god damn, this kid. Okay. Unless they were an actual spy, come to steal my rabbit designs, then it would have been good. Hey, I think I'm crashing. No, this kid is relatable. Once I'm out of my, like, if I drink a coffee, then I would be like high on it, right? And then gradually I would crash out. And when I crash out, I became someone I'm not. Eh, what? What? Balik lagi. Oh no. Is she okay? Did I kill her? She'll wake up in about 15 minutes with no ill effects, but you probably shouldn't give her any more coffee. She turns into a real goblin. Oh, she told me that it'll make her immeasurably powerful. Yeah, I like Ashley. She's relatable. Once I drink my coffee, I can't think. But when I didn't drink it, I'm dumb. I mean, she's not wrong. But, great power, responsibility, yada yada yada. She's 13. Oh, she is 13, not 12. She's 13. Kid's got plenty of energy already. Maybe not the sense of responsibility though. Yeah, I don't even know how I ended up sitting here attaching knives to robots. She's very convincing. You don't have to tell me, mate. She basically lives here. Her parents would kill me if they found out she'd nearly killed me. Wait, what? Her parents would kill me if they found out she'd nearly killed me? Pretty good blind throw, though. She makes me proud in the weirdest ways. Huh. Did she learn from the best? She did, but the best definitely wasn't me. Man is pretty deadly with knives. Loves her flashy tricks. Bad habit, probably. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm being very rude. My name's Shay. I used to own this place. Now I just sort of sit around and cast trouble and sometimes have knives thrown at me, I guess. I'm Kishan, and I died today. Oof. Oof. That's, well, that's a good introduction. Oh, robots. I'm live? I'm live? Oof, we got a loud one here. Oh, yay. Oh, be nice. You know, it's scary waking up. We play as a robots. We are robots. Light's coming towards me. I think it's leaving its last moments. Looks like it. What is happening? Hello. I do not remember having this many limbs. Join the club, bro. We are reborn in a new image. Oh, reborn. I thought it was robots. I see. I'm Kepler. Nice to meet you. And I am Jacoby. I am undefined. I don't know if that name will stick. Its body is made of a milk carton. Should we just call it milk? No, too basic. Imagine if you called me Goon just because I'm made of a Goon box. I wouldn't like that at all. Ashley was yelling about someone called Lovelines the other day. That's a good one, I think. How does our new friend feel about it? Acceptable? Excellent. Nice to meet you, Lovelance. Lovelace, sorry. Lovelace? Lovelace? Huh. Okay. Okay, love. Ooh, something's in between. It's cool. It's immersing so far. It was great. Lucu deh. Bisa gitu ya? Look at you, turning into a responsible human being as you should, hello? During intermission at the end of episodes, you can freely explore the terminal. Memories are scattered throughout the terminal that delve into the tales of its patrons. More locations and memories become available as you progress through the main story. Okay. Now I'm in the cafe. Hello. Hello there. Oh, the fisherman won. Let's see the memories. Mary was about to leave the counter when an old-looking man pushed the door open. He was hunched over, and he walked with a bit of a limp, and even at this distance she could see the leathery textures of his skin, a testament to many years well lived. Mary had been about to leave the counter to say, but there was something in the way the man walked that made her want to stay long enough to see if he had any special request. She wasn't sure if she would like the man, and in fact, she was very sure that there was a good chance that she wouldn't have much to say the man or much that she would be interested in hearing from him. But it was obvious that the man had paid his dues, and she felt that she owed him at least a few moments of her time. Even if he hadn't done anything in life worth of admiration, he at least had done enough to earn her respect. It was only when the man sat down that Medisha saw that his skin was cracked, but not wrinkled, cracked. His body had been aged, but it had been aged by the elements and the sun more than it had been aged by the passage of time. The slight limp in his step could have easily been the limp of a young man who had spent one day too many lifting loads that were 1 kilo too heavy for him. He took the seat directly in front of her. Is there food here? Apparently, the man was more interested in finding out what was in the offer than figuring out where he was. Maddie kept herself from visibly smirking. There was something she liked about guests like that, people whose only question was what was on tap. Maddie glanced at Shay. He gave a nod of assent. Yes, Shay was willing to play the role of grill master today. With a serve fruit, she said. The man squinted up at the menu above him. My eyes don't work too well in this light, he said. Got a paper menu? Menu? Mandy reached under the counter and pulled out a menu that looked just as age as the man sitting in front of her. Its scars were from coffee stains, not cuts. But as watched the man hold the menu, there was something about the combination of the two of them that felt right to her. The man started the man stared at the menu for a good deal longer than it must have taken him to read everything on it. He finally spoke after a long considered pause. Do you suppose it would be a problem if I were to order something if I didn't intend to actually eat it? That's not the kind of thing that would offend me, said Maddie. Actually, it was exactly the kind of thing that would offend her. Yet, there was something in the way that the man asked that made her feel like whatever reason he might have for not eating food he was served, it would be a good one, and she was half interested to find out what the man's reaction would be. I'll have the grilled halibut, he said. Ah, halibut, said Maddie. She understood. Many people enjoyed concept of grilled fish more than they like it in practice. And if this man knew himself well enough to be upfront and honest about that, she could expect that. I can't promise that it's never been frozen. I hope that's not a problem, she said, sure that it wouldn't be. Sounds like my kind of fish, said the old man. The best halibut swim in cold water, and a problem if that water happens to be in solid form after the halibut passes. She nodded to Shay, who nodded back and headed back to the freezer. The man placed both of his hands on the counter and folded them. There was something serene in the way that the man sat there, with no inclination to glance around and inspect the cave he was in, no nervous movement in his legs, no strained expression on his face to express that he was waiting for something to happen. He looked so calm that Maddie almost didn't want to disturb him, but she chafed at the idea that only squeaky wheels were deserving of grease. Some wheels were just too polite to ask. Do you want a drink while you're waiting on that? I don't think I need a drink, said the man. All right, said Maddie, picking up a whiskey bottle and placing it his field of view, a reminder of what he was free to ask for. The man squinted. Is that Jack Daniels? Indeed it is, said Maddie. The man's shoulder rose a bit in what looked like barely a chuckle. Got a fondness for that particular drink? It's just that we share the same name, said the man. Ooh, Jack Daniel. I'm Jack Daniel. No relation to the distiller. I had several friends who took it upon themselves to check. As you might imagine, I've seen a lot of those bottles over the years. It's the kind of gift that people enjoy giving you, and you have a name like that. Oh, hello, Jack Daniel. Is it a gift that you enjoyed receiving? It's always a pleasure to receive a gift. Yes, yes. It's nice to know that you have friends who care about you and think about you. Is it a gift that you enjoyed consuming? I had a shelf in my flat where I collected them, waiting for other people to come so I'd have an excuse to open them. Ah, said Maddie, picking up the bottle and placing it below the counter. Sorry if I brought up a bad memory. He laughed. Where's the bad memory? They're good to receive from friends and good to share with friends. It's a reminder of the people who I was close to and the things I did with them. Not need to apologize for that. Maddie smiled. She was beginning to find that she liked Jack, and it seemed like Jack was the kind of person who liked her, if for no other reason than that he liked people and Maddie was people. She chuckled with him, and she enjoyed the chuckle so much that she almost missed Jack's momentary sideways glance, an unguarded moment when his mind seemed to be on something other than what he was talking about. It was only an instant, but it was a flicker of pain that she learned to recognize over the years. There was something in him that was hurting, even as he remembered his friends. A sense of loss? A regret about something left unsaid? Maddie wasn't sure. Whatever it was none of her business. But she wanted it to be her business. Well, Anything you want, just ask, said Maddie. Cup of water, warm glass of milk, warm glass of milk? How old do you think I am? Maddie shrugged. 5 or 6, just the right age to drink a tall glass of milk before being shooed off to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening. I'm just barely older, said Jack. But if I do want the glass of milk, I guess I know who to ask. Okay. That's it, I guess. Okay. That's that's a great one. That's the memory. So it is this kind of game, ah. Jadi game ini beneran visual novel yang at least you know. Later, wait 1 second. Visual novel yang kita baca dan baca. I love it. I like it. We're going through the first episode. Oh wait, we're not Maddie. We're like the ghost in here, no? We have no feet. Kita nggak ada badannya, kita beneran kayak cuma the lost souls, you know. We're Casper. You know Casper? Tahu Casper? Kalau Casper. Wait, let me see the interior. Oof, what is this? Kenapa warnanya jadi beda, guys? Wait, what? Huh. Why? Ih, kok di sana jadi beda? Like coklat ya? Ya, coklat, like an old cafe, like kayak okay, ini cafe gitu. But then I go here and we are dead. We're dead, bruh. We're dead. We're as good as dead. Anyways, before we move on, let's go upstairs. Can we go upstairs? We can go upstairs. We cannot go upstairs. Never mind. Look at all these books, bro. Oh, damn. Ih, banyak banget. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Aku pengen beli ini deh. Nih, ini. What? This kind of stairs. Ini. Yang bisa naik-naik ke atas gitu. Like, it would be great, no? Okay. Let's go back downstairs. Let's... Oh. Crucible product reviews. Kita lihat Ashley Journal. Battle Royale. Battle Royale, Robots for Rankings. Windlass. When I first saw the name of this bot, I thought it was thought to be like a girl who could run, control storms, and run like a ninja. A real lass of the wind. Or maybe a girl of the elements, someone with the ability to become the wind itself. Like Aeolus on the Epic the Musical. Sorry. Sorry. If I were a windlass, I could vanish in an instant whenever Maddie appeared. She would look around and say, "Where's Ashley?" And I would be right there, but she wouldn't notice because I would be one with the wind. Wait, I should have said it in Ashley voice. Then, when she left, I would fade back into the room like a ninja. This would only work outside and in the rooms that are really breezy, so I would probably set up fans in the workshop to make it really drafty. Then I look it up online and learn that windlass is actually a fancy name for a winch used to pull anchors up, which at first made me think this boat was lame. It works by hooking its arms under enemy boats and pulling it up to flip them over. It never even tries to smash the other boat to bits or melt it with fire. But then I watched it in action and realized that flipping your enemy on their back to incapacitate them is the ultimate ninja move. Windlass moves like a master, spending the entire match trying to bait its opponent into exposing its weakness. And then, like a ninja master that knows how to jab at exactly the right pressure point on the back of the neck to make her enemy's head explode, Windlass grabs the enemy bot by the one part of it that happens to be sticking out at the wrong time and flips it on its back. Note, most bots only have wheels or legs on the bottom, not on the top, so when you flip them over, they are totally helpless and the match is over. To avoid this happening, make sure to put wheels on the top as well. When I make a bot like Windlass, I'm going to call it Badass, because that's what it is. That's so cute. she she really like boats. She's like a little engineer. Lucu banget ya. Little engineer. Kayak Killjoy. Sorry. Do you think Killjoy is like that too? What? Judgment 1. Chase Collection. Crucible Product Review. Ini dulu apa ini dulu guys? Ini dulu apa ini dulu? Mending Judgment atau Review? Cap cip cup. Cap cip cup. Du. Yang itu dulu boleh, yang mana yang itu? Yang ini, review. Judgment. Review or judgment? Product resistant list descriptions. So, what? Let's do this one first. The what is it? Product reviews. Spirit resistant quartz crucibles with self-sealing lids. Product description. Heat resistant up to 1650 degrees Celsius. Self-sealing lids form airtight seals around the crucible's ground rim. Highly resistant to corruption and spiritual What? Highly resistant to corruption and spiritual interference. Clear inner and outer covering allow for easy spotting of cracks or imperfections. Quality suitable for mixing potions and filters. Average rating 3.5 stars out of 5. Product review 5 out of 5. I love this. The covering, despite being quartz, has a textured appearance that gives a silky smooth feel to it. Most crucible feels sterile and cold, but this one makes for a perfect beverage container when entering guests. 4 out of 5. The previous crucible set I used was inherited from my grandmother who brought them over from New England. Unfortunately, 2 months at sea were not kind to her spiritware, and her crucibles were filled with tiny cracks and micro fractures that allowed unsightly-looking soot to build up, leaving them stained with hard gray lines everywhere, looking like they were about to crack apart at any moment. She used them for several decades to come, but every time I worked with her and watched them heat up, I was afraid they were constantly on the verge of shattering. Once she used to contain a lost wayward spirit for several days before finding a home for it, and I would get up at night to check the embers under the crucible, and it always unsettled me seeing how fragile the container was. So what's crucible? What is this? What is it about? Several times I found myself tempted to tip the crucible over just to see how easily it would shatter under my soft touch. Huh? Needless to say, this new set is much nicer. They are sterile, and I can keep several of them in my bedroom without feeling unsettled by their presence. 2 of the crucibles in my set arrived with small chips in them, but I contacted the manufacturer and they replaced them at no charge. The replacements were express shipped, and the process was quick and painless. So great customer service, and they offer replacement up to 1 year. Wait, quick and painless. Of course, it's shipped, right? Why would it be paid? What? Okay. For the price, they can't be beat. 4 out of 5. Owned mine for 2 weeks and it didn't crack. Decent for the price. 5 out of 5. Received mine in the mail this morning and can't wait to try it out. So glad to have finally found someone selling crucibles at a reasonable price. A brand new one costs over $200, which is just outrageous. In this economy, that is outrageous, yes. 1 out of 5. Bought this several weeks ago since it was the cheapest crucible on the site advertised as Spirit Assistant. I'm working on a filter for my graduate thesis and purchased 100 of these for lab use. My plan was to monitor 100 different animal spirits over with different types of plant matter and compare how different biomaterials affected their figure over a 90-day period. The first day, I set the first 5 with samples of mugwort, feverfew, ginger, ginseng, and golden seal. I placed them in a crucible over low heat, 80 Celsius, and left them overnight. And over the next 2 days, did the same with all of the remaining crucibles, finishing on a Friday and leaving the lab alone for the weekend. When I arrived back on Monday, I knew that something was wrong when I noticed a rain cloud hovering over the door. It's not uncommon for rain clouds to appear at any time of year, at any time of day in our part of the country, but it's quite another to find a rain cloud localized entirely within the hallway of your research lab. I braced for the worst, but I guess I should have braced harder. Nothing could have prepared me for the smell when I opened the door. I immediately felt my eyes watering and actually found myself choking. It smelled so bad. I slammed the door shut and went to the basement to grab one of the emergency respirators we keep down there. Unfortunately, the respirator did little to mask the terrible stench inside of the lab. Ooh. I opened the first crucible and saw that it was filled with tar-like substances, and as I studied its inky black writhing form, I felt the air sucked out of me, almost like it was trying to drag me into the abyss with it. Kayak tempat buat melting iron. Really? Huh. I threw it onto the floor, and the container shattered, splattering the floor with the tar-like substances which began slowly crawling across the room. Oh, ew! 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 Huh. I grabbed a fire extinguisher from the wall and sprayed the tar until it was completely covered, and heard what sounded like a sputtering noise followed by a long gasp and a scream that faded into oblivion. Oh my god. That's that's new for me. After poking at the fire extin After poking the fire extinguisher spray, whatever was underneath was clearly quenched. I took the remaining crucibles and placed them in the oven and baked them at a temperature of 16,000 degrees for several hours. 1,600 degrees for several hours as I sat alone in the lab, contemplating the cruelty of existence and wondering what my academic advisor would have to say about my thesis project. After several hours of waiting, I opened the oven and checked the contents of the crucibles, revealing nothing but ash. Whatever it was that had been drawn by the spiritual emissions of my lab work, it was gone from my world. But the memory of that day will haunt me for all the remaining day of my life. Do not buy this crucible for spirit-related applications. My wife is one of the product designers who work on this item. The crucibles in this listing come from a manufacturer called Mercury. What? How do I spell it? Mercury LLC. Back in 2013, they were some of the best hardware you could get for your money and earn a reputation among hobbyists as great value for anyone's working on a budget. In 2016, did a survey and found that fewer than 3% of buyers were actually using the crucibles for spirit-related application and decided they could cut costs by removing the spirit-resistant properties. However, they found that products advertised with updated ad copy to reflect this didn't sell as well, so they continue using the old product description, which advertised as spirit resistant, with the new product line which is not spirit resistant. I don't know how they are getting away with this. Apparently, the definition of what is actually spirit resistant are legally murky, and the number of people affected is small enough that they continue to sell well. Stay far, far away from this one and warn anyone you know of who might buy an item like this that it does not work as advertised. 5 out of 5. Nice color. That's all. This is the wow. It's a review of what is it? Cruci what is it again? Crucibles? Crucicles? What? It's I mean I how what? Okay, anyways, good crucibles. I guess don't buy it. Okay. So, jadi yang tadi tentang apa tadi? What is crucible again? Crucible itu apa sih? Itu ya like a container crucible buat cairin logam or something. I I I how do I react to that? Bro, the crucibles were like for harusnya kan itu buat itu ya lelehin produk kan, lelehin apa tadi katanya? Melting iron, right? Tapi dipakai for spirit resistant. Hah? What kind of spirit that would get into the crucible? Yo, Maddie, tell me. What does that mean? What does it mean? Ini tuh memori. Jadi yang ada di sini-sini nih kayak this one and then this one, the journals and everything. Itu kan memori ya. Memori yang ada di sini. Either about Ashley, about Shay, about Maddie, about the fisherman, about the robots. And then there's this one. It's a review. It's weird, but okay. Okay. Before we continue, last one. Shay's collection. Shay sat in the corner of the cafe with a book in his lap. His eyes danced over the page for several moments. Sorry. The words on the page illuminated by the candle that sat perched on the armrest of his chair. Then, after several moments passed, he turned the page. He hadn't actually internalized any of the text on the page, nor had he taken in any of the text on the 50 preceding pages. He was vaguely aware of the fact that the book kept on referring to a man named Henry, which Say presumed was the protagonist of the book he held. But beyond that knew little to nothing. Shay didn't particularly mind this fact. In fact, if he started actually following the story that was told in the pages of this book, he would consider it as a great failure. Why? Shay enjoyed sitting down with a book, and he enjoyed the platonic ideal of reading. But when it came to telling stories, he found books to be a poor substitute for a person sitting next to him. He didn't pick up books when he wanted to be told a story. He picked up books when he wanted to be alone, to straight comfy chair and bask in candlelight and sit silently in the meditative state. Oh, Shay, that's great. He turned another page. Hey, said a familiar voice interrupting him. I'm in the middle of a book, Ned, said Shay. If you hadn't noticed, that was the book's secondary function. It deterred people who might see a man sitting alone and seize upon the opportunity to start a conversation when he was not in the mood for conversation. Is it a good book? Said Ned. I was enjoying being alone with it, said Shay. Yeah, you look really engrossed. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've got a favor to ask. Why is it always to ask a favor? Said Shay, looking past Ned and speaking to no one in particular, even though there was no one but Ned near enough to hear him speak. Why is it never, hey Shay, I just wanted to stop by to offer you a favor? I did that one time, said Ned. You said you were busy, which I figured was your way of politely saying, please don't bother me with this kind of visit, so I stopped. Did you? I don't remember it. I'm sure you do remember it, said Ned. It was from back before you started. Before you started forgetting things. Sometime around. When did the war start? You're going to have to be a lot more specific, said Che. What? What? What war? What? What happened in here? You know, the war with the soldiers and the guns. That war, said she. I did narrow down a bit, didn't I? I'm not that old, said she. Wars were fought with guns even when I was a young man. Same for you. Did they? Huh. Well, it was the war with the, Ned trailed off. He raised a hand to his face and flicked his helmet, mimicking the unmistakable ping of an MI Garand. What? World One, World War Two? Which one was that? The one with the Nazis, said Che. That sounds about right, said Ned. Anyway, I came to ask a favor. I hope that favor was spend a few minutes of your time having an inane conversation. But we already did that, said Che. My, but you're snippy today, said Ned. What's gotten into you? She held up the book. A good book is what's gotten into me. Sorry, said Ned. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't urgent. I'm in need of an interpreter. You speak Cantonese, right? Yeah, said she. Great. Can I steal you for a few hours? Not if it's to be an interpreter, said Che. Why not? You speak Cantonese and you seem fluent enough in English, so why would you say no specifically to translating? Being an interpreter is not as simple as being bilingual, Ned. Isn't it? I figured you hear things in one language and say them in another. In another. Seems simple to me. Are you literate? Said Che. A bit. Can you write a work of great literature? Nope. Well, there you go. There's more to translating than being bilingual. Bilingual. Oh, come on. I'm in a pinch. I'm not asking you to be a great interpreter, just an adequate one. There's a lot of bilingual people around, said Shay. I'm sure you know other places to ask. Yeah, but I know you're not the kind of person to spill secrets, said Ned. And it's the kind of conversation that I just want to be between me and one other person. Great. Sounds like you need a professional interpreter. I hear they're great at facilitating those kinds of interactions. Come on, what can a professional interpreter do that you can't? A lot of things. But for one, a professional interpreter is someone you can count on to allow you to use their mouths to say incredibly stupid things without letting you or your counterparty know just how stupid they find the interactions. Well, honestly, that's true. I've never been an interpreter. Aku nggak pernah jadi translator kayak gitu, interpreter or something. Tapi kayak, yeah, that would be funny if the interaction between both parties are stupid. Kayak, kamu ngomongin apa? And then aku translatein, and then the other person was like, you know what? That's great. Uh, but then the me as a translator was like, that's stupid. Those kind of interaction interpreter are so great. Anyways, funny that, said Nat. I always figured that's the kind of things you'd be good at because I'm so good at holding my tongue. Yes, I've tried before, said Shay, kicking up his feet. Being an interpreter pays well if you find yourself working for the right people and it leaves your hands a lot less callous than some of the work I found myself doing instead. But you'll notice my hands have calluses, turns out. Turns out holding your tongue is oftentimes harder than digging holes. Come on, you know how to be a diplomat. Go away, that was me being undiplomatic. Now would you kindly find another solution to your problem? One that doesn't involve me performing a task that I've told you at least twice now that I'm not going to do. Ned started to say something but stopped just short of making an utterance and backed up. Hey Maddie, Ned shouted. No. Maddie replied. I haven't even asked you for anything yet. I know, I thought I would save you the time, said Maddie. That's right. What is it with you people? Maddie turned toward Ned and glowered at him. You people? Ned raised his hand defensively. I didn't mean. Look, I just mean that you two, you're birds of a feather in quiet viewways. Maddie stared at him, and Ned contemplated whether there was any way for him to make a statement grouping Maddie and Shay together without making himself look worse than he already did. He sighed in frustration. You know what your problem is? Yes, said Maddie. I know him quite well, and he's standing right in front of me. Oh my god! Maddie, you cannot just roast people out of nowhere, okay? He just asked for a help. Did you, did you ba ngomong? Did you ba pengen ada yang translatein, Maddie? You cannot do that. Oh my god. Okay, that's a great one. That's a great one, yes. Judgment indeed. Okay. We're going to continue, but before that, oh masih ada. Thinking about alchemy the wrong way. Satu lagi guys. Oh, okay. Highlighted passages from Thinking About Alchemy the Wrong Way by Sophie Cordova. Is it like a real book? Most study of alchemy throughout history can be categorized as either practical alchemy, that is, alchemy which aims to understand the world only as well as is needed to fulfill certain utilitarian ends, and philosophical alchemy, that is, alchemy which aims to come to a more complete understanding of the world as it is, without prejudice for which portions of alchemical understanding can be wielded to utilitarian ends. Alchemy. In the modern alchemy movement, there has been a tendency within literature to place a greater emphasis on philosophical alchemy, based on the premise that coming to a more complete and correct understanding of the universe is the best way for us to discover new practical methods for the physical use of alchemy. Much of this is based on the modern scientific movement and the post-Enlightenment era. Much like our understandings of theoretical physics gives us more accurate models of physical reality which have real application in engineering. Having a better understanding of alchemy on a philosophical level informs our practice of alchemy. However, it may be that this focus on alchemy, which places an emphasis on being correct rather than useful, has thrown out the baby with the bathwater. Admittedly, my position here is hardly biased. The fact that practical studies of alchemy have largely been chased underground is the reason that the tome you're reading is self-published rather than distributed through more official channels. Yeah, that's true. For example, underappreciated in the development of modern alchemical practice is the use of a five-element model. Early pre-Aristotelian alchemical models were based on an understanding of five elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Later, Aristotelian alchemical models separated elements into four categories of earth, water, air, and fire. While this model may be more accurate and reflect an evolution of our understanding of alchemy, it seems to sacrifice the more practical separation of elements in a way that better allow us to understand less tangible things. While wood is not an element strictly speaking, it helps for us to think of it as such. After all, juxtaposing woods against elements such as metal and fire makes it apparent that wood possesses certain soul-like qualities that other elements lack, which might prompt us to question what it is about wood that seems to make it behave like a super element with practical uses beyond the conventional. There is a great irony in the fact that while these kinds of questions eventually lead us to discard the five-element model, the new model no longer allows for the existence in this sort of question to exist in academic literature. This book serves as my guide to asking the wrong questions to arrive at the wrong answers that nonetheless seem to work. It is a book for troublemakers and rule breakers. Indeed, the fact that you hold this book in your hand right now is probably evidence that you have broken several rules to acquire it. That, or you are a rule enforcer tasked with destroying my work, who for some reason has decided to take the time to read it. Perhaps you are reading my work in search of identifying information which might lead you to my location, or you are reading to gain a better understanding of someone whom you consider to be an enemy. Perhaps, after reading my work, you will realize that my ideas are not so dangerous as you've been to believe, or perhaps you will realize that they are exactly as dangerous as you've been told. Okay, that is that I that's okay. Okay. Okay, that's alchemy for you, man. Thinking about alchemy the wrong way. 1 second, I need to drink. Should we continue this game, bruh? Can we go out? We cannot go out. So like how do I say it? This is a work of art, bro. Do you think they have like an animation of it? I mean, an anime on it? Or is it like just the visual novel? Because I think kalau misalnya mereka bakal buat some kind of little movie, I think kayak anime-anime yang ada gitu, because it's already like that, isn't it? Kayak look at this, look at all this, look at all that. Oh my god, you have the menu, like it's detailed, you know. Wait, what? Oh, why is it suddenly, is it crossing over the other side of the world? Like, I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it too. Like, look, look, we're crossing over, we're crossing over both worlds. Like, we're alive, now we dead. We're alive, we dead. Alive, dead. Should we continue? Continue nggak sih? Continue nggak ya? Should we continue or should I play another game? Hmm. Hey, ready? Menu. Toast. 560. Eggs your way? Oh, so like you can do anything? Eggs. Muesli. French toast. Croissant. Alpha toast. Steak sandwich. Grilled cheese. Extras. Bacon. Avocado. Grilled tomato. Big breakfast. Blueberry pancakes. Oh, I want blueberry pancakes. Hello? I want blueberry pancakes. Please, please, please. Tea. Bottled. Coffee. It uses like UK English or something. Wait, ini di mana? It's not in the alleyway, is it? Bukan di hallway yang pertama tadi itu loh, yang gelap itu. Lihat luarnya, I just realized. Look at this. Where are we, bro? Kayak apa ini? Di dunia mana ini? Di mana ini kawan-kawan? I don't know either. Okay, let's continue. Yes. W production. Yeah. Ouch. Okay, we continue it. Let's continue. Okay, we're here again. Man, I'd love to see that. I could use a pick me up. I can't promise it'll be there. It's kind of inconsistent. Still, though, a hallway that's only there sometimes? How do you get to the kitchen otherwise? There's another slightly longer one that we use instead. It's much less exciting, but on the upside, it's consistently there. I love telling new people about it though. The reaction's always hilarious. Ooh, you're so human. I definitely didn't expect to be getting enthusiastic today over a weird quantum hallway. Or enthusiastic at all, actually, because as soon as I stopped to think about it, I realized I'm actually extremely messed up about this. Hello, Maddie. What are you doing? Yeah, Reed. I understand. Your life has gotten very weird very fast, conceptually speaking. Or, your own life? I should be better at talking about this by now, shouldn't I? Jeez, that's not a fun one to think about, huh? Just keep talking about the hallway so I can keep my mind off this. To be honest, I'm not sure I could even properly explain a lot of what goes on in here. The building's mildly sentient, too much magic in the soil for it to not be really. So the cafe is alive? Not necessarily. Plenty of things have come to life here, but as far as we can tell, the building itself doesn't really fall into that category. Also, it mostly tends to shift itself in ways that are helpful instead of frustrating, so quantum hallways. I'm making myself a cuppa. You want something? No, I'm good for now. Also, what's the barista's name? I didn't actually catch it and I feel like a jerk. Ah, Maddie. She's the owner now, not just the barista. Still makes coffee, of course. But since she's the owner now, she has a lot more to juggle. Why are you asking? Good try on her, eh? Have fun. I gotta get something. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye. I'll have wine, of course. No, I have a boyfriend. Oh, had? Oh, jeez, this is a lot. I can't imagine how he's feeling. Try not to think about it. I. Okay. Yep. Okay. You want that drink now? I think I want something a little more potent than coffee right now, sorry. Don't enable him, Kashan. Shh. I can get you something stronger, mate. Shot of whiskey, perhaps? I I thought this was a cafe. Well, it is. Mostly. We do serve us alcohol, though. And stronger things on request. Stronger? Like what? Baijiu? Absinthe? Pure ethanol? You think a place like this wouldn't have anything stronger than that? Stronger than pure ethanol? Sure. Remind me later and I might pull out some of my special reserve. Don't enable him, Krishan. Hey, someone's gotta drink it. I know you're not gonna touch the stuff aside from setting it on fire. Excuse me? I have perfectly good reason for wanting to set a puddle of distilled soul on fire. We'll agree to disagree on that one. So, Sean, what will it be? Actually, I changed my mind on the coffee. Can I order something complex? Gotta treat myself on my last day on Earth. I'm after a sugar rush. If we have the ingredients, it shouldn't be an issue. Maybe can whip it up for you. Cool, cool. In that case, can I have a large quadruple shot, double vanilla caramel, no foam, super hot, reverse coconut milk macchiato? Large quadruple shot, double vanilla caramel, no foam, super hot, reverse coconut milk macchiato. Oh my god. That's my reaction. That is my reaction. With the sugars and whipped cream on top? Many? Yes, dearest. Can you, I don't quite know how. Is this real? Hmm. Oh, is it too much? I was gonna ask for that shot of whiskey you mentioned earlier, but it seemed a little extra. Well, yes, it is too much. I don't think even Starbucks would serve that. Yeah, it's so much. Why? Because it's. Damn. Every single word of that increased my urge to set the espresso machine on fire so I wouldn't have to think about making coffee ever again. Oh, but the whiskey is fine, I do that too. I have a counter offer, which you have to accept. Yeah? I'll make you another double shot long black and I'll put whiskey in it, but I won't call you hipster this time. Hmm. If you decline my offer, on God, I will strip your soul from your body and use it to scrub the counters at closing time. They will smell delicious afterwards, if there's any consolation. Yikes. That does sound like a competitive counter offer. Not this whole thing. I'll take the coffee. My generosity knows no bound. Normie. that's, that's so cute. So, to conclude, that order sucks because it defies the laws of physics, has a heart attack's worth of sugar in it, and is something only wankers ask for. Is it possible to die twice? Yep, you can die twice if you're brought back from the dead, or if you manage to really annoy someone between here and the next place, which is more likely because resurrection is illegal. But if you're asking whether you can get a heart attack or whatever, the answer is no. Life and death have a slightly different meaning here. Cats die from natural causes. It's a bit complex and weird, and we're still in the process of figuring out how it all works. I'm over 200 years old and I still haven't made proper sense of it yet. Wait, 200? You said 170. Are you the vampire? Just got some vague ideas. Right, so what's keeping me from just staying here? Like, I'm already dead. Why do I have to go to the next place? You've got a certain number of hours you're allowed to remain on the edge of the mortal realm. Hours are fungible. Fungible? They can be bought, sold, and exchanged. What? Generally speaking, but the Council of Death always collects on debts owed to them, and you'll start running up a debt if you stay here too long. Your soul starts to get itchy too. It's not something you want to experience. We've had a few stay past their allotted time, and they've gotten very uncomfortable, very vast. It starts with general irritability, and then worse things begin to happen. Uh-huh. It's a weird thing to wrap your head around. How long do I have before I need to make myself scars? You get 24 hours. Any longer and we start to pick up the tab since you're on our premises. And, as charming as you are, we've already racked up too much time debt for letting people stick around past their expiry date. We are deep enough in the hole as it is, hours-wise. And cash-wise, we're extremely poor. We've been a bit too lenient in the past, letting people stay just a little longer instead of gently shooing them onto the next plane of existence, etc. You know the drill. But hey, since hours are fungible, you can always acquire them some other way. There's something happening tonight, actually, that you might be interested in. Seriously? You're still doing that? Shh. You know the console doesn't look on that stuff favorably. Nut said so himself. It trusts customers and have a soft shave down to that. I'll take whatever I can get. And hey, screw an ad. We have a 13-year-old right here, you know? Oh, she's heard enough coarse language for a lifetime. I'm not too worried about her. She's right, What? Every time it comes around, it makes you guys really stress out. Maybe not you so much, but Manny gets nervous and it brings down the mood, man. So, screw that. Goodness, I think you've had too much coffee today. Ah, I am crashing so hard right now, you have no idea. It's like I was crashing earlier, but that was just a pre crash and I'm having a double crash or something. All I ask is that you try and keep the swearing to a minimum when customers are around. Okay, does kitchen count? It's fine, it's fine. A couple of my housemates are tradies, so you learn to ignore it pretty quick. Are tradies? We're tradies? Ugh. They're still tradies unless they changed career in the last couple days. But they're not my roommates anymore. Because, hey mates, have I mentioned how much being that sucks? Because it sucks and I feel extremely bad about it. Having a pretty bad time right now in general, to be honest. Yep. And when just adapting your language is a pain, isn't it? What a proper drink now? Without coffee in it? Yeah, that'd be good. The TV didn't say anything about there being a storm tonight. Huh. It looks like a decent sized one's rolling in. Melbourne weather strikes again. I'll go upstairs and close the windows. Cheers. Come on, Ashley. Let's clean up your workbench while we're up there, yeah? Ugh. Do you need a bribe? Yes. I have some chocolate hidden away. Acceptable. Acceptable. Oh my god, I want chocolate. Ugh. Rain. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Wait. That people can still get drunk, yeah? Why else do you think we serve alcohol? To make money? Well, yeah. Hang on. Do I even have my wallet? Doubt it. I don't. Yeah, how does that work? Why do I have my clothes but not the contents of my pockets? I don't know, dude. Everyone's experience is different. Death doesn't follow many rules. Only universal rule I can think of is that you can't stay. People don't generally come in without their clothes, fortunately. Oh. Mm. So, about this ring. I guess you're gonna give me straight vodka or something? Why's that? You don't like making complex drink. Dude, no. I don't like making ridiculous caffeine-laced milkshakes for overcompensating soccer dads. I'm happy to mix a cocktail within reason. Oh, okay. What you got then? Chase got everything you can think of, and then some. I could go for a mint julep. Hey, what's that outside? What's outside? Oh, hey. Outside? Some getting out in the rain? Ah, damn. Maddie? Maddie, what's up? Let's get started on that drink. Oh, hey. Morning. Um, Hi. Hello, recently departed. Hey, the hat you're wearing kind of makes you look like Ned Kelly. I could have sworn you were standing outside literally a second ago. So how this one cark it? Good morning to you too, Ned. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, Madeline. Piss off that word. That's not even my full name. Isn't it, Maddie? Says that it was, and he never lies. He never said that. Well, no, but it was worth a try. A try of what? Catching me off balance? Some shit along those lines? Mate, I'm so off balance right now that a light breeze would knock me head over ass. Don't push me. Hey, this mint julep is great. Just wanted to contribute that to the conversation. So, you catch the game last night? No. And I do not care to discuss the export with you or anyone else. Don't try it. Ugh, just making polite conversation. You should try sometime. Maybe? Not for you, though. You've never come in during daylight hours before. What do you want? Nothing much. I'd like to talk to Shay at some point, but it can't wait. Seeing as he's missing? Planning on sending out a search party? Might do. It'd be a shame to lose an old friend by letting him wander into some train tracks or something. Yeah, well, shut up. He's upstairs as I saw. What was the last you saw, Maddie? Tell me. Why are you like this? What was it? Last saw him walking upstairs. So he could be anywhere then. Probably fled the country to dodge the massive time that you lot are cracking up. He can't go far. I've got him on a pretty tight leash. And in regards to the doubt, it's not your problem. Ugh, you must not have heard. Not your problem. Shay, your dickhead runner is here. Oi, I'm a distinguished gent. Not a. I'll be known in a sec. Yeah, sure, but you also work for the Council of Death. So even if you're a distinguished gent, it cancels out. Is the Council of Death like a normal city council except for wherever the people live? Yeah, but the only trash that needs to be collected is right in front of me. This guy? Me? No, you. You're the trash, Ned. The trash is you. It's you, Ned. The trash man from hell. Because consoles pick up trash. That's the joke. Oh, cool. He's even got a hat shaped like a rubbish bin. It's totally fitting. I'm not from hell. I don't care. And to be clear, Ned, in case we weren't already, you are the trash. Yeah, I get it. You know how long Shay's got to pay? Don't know. He was busy upstairs, Ashley. Yeah, I had to hide like 5 steak knives from her. I didn't even know we had 5 steak knives. Bit quiet there, mate. How long have you been sitting there? Does it matter? Well, your employee's been very rude to me. So if you heard any of that, I kept trying to tell him. My employee. Yes, we have some catching up to do. I don't follow. Did she quit? Did you fire her for gross incompetence? Ha! Far from it. There's been a bit of a shake-up in the cafe's management structure since you last visited. Oh no, don't tell me you gave her the whole thing. Okay, I won't tell you. I tried to tell you before, man. Hey, does anyone else like mint juleps? Oh my god. Kishan, I like him. I like Kishan. Because this is great and I'm nearly done, but also my tongue is numb and I'm wondering what the deal is with that. Was there something you wanted to discuss? I need a drink before we go through all that. Sure. The usual? Yes, please. Oh my god, I'm tired of reading. How come he gets a curly straw? So, Shay, spin me a tale of how and why you handed down the cafe to this person. Well, everyone's got his price. Can my price be a curly straw too? Buddy, I'll give you 2 if it means you'll stop complaining about numb lips. Yeah, what did you make this with? I couldn't find half the ingredients, so I put a bunch of baijiu and chili seeds. It's got some of the stuff though, so it's a mint julep in spirit, if nothing else. Does this have any mint or julep in it at all? It definitely might be lacking mint, and I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of the mythical julep. You asked for baijiu earlier, so there we go. Mission complete. Manny, I am getting very drunk very fast. Baijiu will do that to you. Here, I think you should have a little lie down. Oh my god, Manny! What did you do to our poor little Kishan? I'll get you some water. I'm as strong as an ox. I don't need no lie down. Kishan, my dude, you absolutely need to get horizontal as soon as possible. You can sober up in one of the booths up the back. It's nice and quiet over there. I'll fight you. I'll win though. Up you get, mate. Bloody hell. It would have been helpful if you told me about this before. Probably. I'm not worried about it. Maddie knew what she was getting into with this whole cafe situation, and it's natural that it might take a while for her to get the hang of running a business. Bloody hell. Bit of Dauzina, how is it? Ah, for sure. But it'll get better. Like I said, not worried about it. Well, you might want to hold your judgment on that for the moment. I am unfortunately here on official business. Oh, I should have given you the straw then. No, you shouldn't have. I'll look quite silly. You want me to get rid of it? It's just Maddie. She won't use it to derail our conversation or make me look like a fool or anything like that. Straw? No, I get you. I know you have a nap. You can sip the water like a normal person. I'll put it with the dirty dishes then. Oh my god. Hello? It's gone? Okay. The sacrifice I make for this job. Hey, you met me through it. So can't have been all bad. That was bloody 100 years ago. Man, really? Longer. Sometimes when you're immortal, huh? Quasi-immortal. These Oras buckets still got an expiry date somewhere down the line. What's this about immortality? Hey, you should buy more plants. Shut up. Sorry, continue. Immortality? Nothing that outrush you with, that's for sure. Oh, don't you want to see gratuity or me being rude to youngsters in 100 years? Truly, I do not. The forfeiture doesn't need amateur necromancers. You're lost. So, you two are heading upstairs? Actually, that does in fact have something fairly important to discuss with you. Oh, it's about the debt you owe to the council. Yeah, I know. What about it? Dun, 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 dun. Maddie, it's time. You owe us over 600 hours. Dun, 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 dun. Say sign a contract, the hours, or the cafe. You own the cafe, so you own the debt. And tonight, I've come to collect. Oh! Ding, ding. Oof. What is this? Oh, I like the song. Okay. Okay. What is that? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Okay. Huh. Maddie, you're so good. Ooh. Necrobarista. Okay. That is cool. That is a cool one. That is really cool. That is sick. That is sick. That is very cool. Oh, wow. Hey, little rats. That was kind of intense. Do they do that often? The song and dance thing? Yeah, what do they think they are? Some sort of anime street gang? What sort of self-obsessed jerk has their own theme song? Don't be a downer, pal. No, I was talking about the dramatic encounter. Oh, between Maddie and Ned? Yes. Yeah, they've got chemistry. Not the romantic kind, the explosive kind. Can leave them in the same room together or they'll kick each other. Wait, kill each other. Sorry. Am I dumb? Bad history? Man is just a seriously troublesome person from Ned's perspective. Doesn't help that she can't stop herself from pulling pranks on him. No, I suppose not. I mean, he does make it easy either. He doesn't make it easy either. I don't think he's used to having his authority questioned. She really gets under his skin. Ding, 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 ding. Wasn't he a famous criminal? Sorry. And where lies the irony of the situation. What a strange world we live in. Oof. Okay. This shouldn't be a depressing memory for any of us. Doodle mode is now available. You can now speak to Ashley to access doodle mode. Oh, I'm upstairs. I am upstairs. Hello, hello, everyone. I'm upstairs now. Billiards. Wait, let me see first. Delicate operation. Advisory role. Advisory role. Medis inbox. Can I go up? Can't go up, yo. Where is Ashley? Ashley's down there. Hey, Ashley's down there. How do I get down there? Cannot go down there. But I don't know how to play. What should I do, man? How do I get down? Hello? Keep the balance. Ashley, help. Okay. Cannot go up there. It's the second floor. It's good. It's cute. What is this? Oh. Anyways, why do they have it in here? I mean, people eat here? It's a comfy, like, library, I think. Wait, how do I get down? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. So, yeah, that is a great one. I like it. Yeah, honestly, I do like it. So, it's about Necrobarista. Jadi ini, Necrobarista itu tentang barista necromancer. Necromancer itu yang ngidupin orang, you know? Like, it's magical in here. Bahkan mereka ngomongin soal alchemy juga, tentang potions and something. And I think, menurut aku itu yang, siapa tadi namanya? Shay itu vampire, I guess. Soalnya tadi kan di awal itu ngomongin tentang Kishan just came through the door. Kishan berdatang. Udah gitu Kishan was like, what is this cave, you know? Terus Medi kayak ngasih tahu kalau misalnya the rent is high. Yeah, in this economy the rent price is high. Biayanya mahal kan tuh. Terus dia bilang katanya vampir yang ngejualnya itu mahal. I guess it's shade or no, I don't know. But it's a good one. It's a visual novel, so yeah, it's not really playing. I think gak bener-bener main gitu. Cuman baca. Well, I did warn you about it in the beginning, okay? Jadi itu adalah Necrobarista. Nanti aku bakal ngelanjutin kalau lagi cannot read anymore. Nanti kalau misalnya aku lagi nggak bisa baca lagi, I mean I have troubles. Kalau aku lagi punya trouble buat baca buku, dimana aku jarang baca or something, or I have like, you know, some kind of thoughts I need some fun or something, I will play it again and I will continue it. Uh, selain game, selain visual novel Necrobarista, ada juga itu game namanya tuh Spiritfarer. It's a cozy games. It's a terus aku pengen ya, aku pengen main, but maybe later. Mungkin nanti kalau misalnya ada waktu, in my next stream, I will play it. Kayaknya tentang Spiritfarer. Tapi kalau enggak, ya udah. And I probably will stream. I mean, I'm streaming in like once a month probably. I don't know. I just stream for fun. So I'm sorry that I have no like stream schedule or something. Nggak ada yang kayak gitu karena aku cuma stream kalau lagi mau. Dan kenapa sekarang aku nge-stream like 2 hari berturut-turut? Nggak berturut-turut juga. Tapi kayak kenapa aku nge-stream seminggu ini ada 2 kali nge-stream? Karena bentar lagi mau masuk sekolah kawan-kawan. Dan I don't think I will have time then. Soalnya banyak kerjaannya. Dan karena mau masuk sekolah, jadi kayak, well, liburan dikit lagi, might as well play with you guys. Yeah. So, yeah. That will be all, I think. Yes. That will be all for today. Um, thank you very much for accompanying me in playing this game. Makasih udah temenin aku juga main game ini. Not main sih. Like, read the story and all that. Thank you so much. I think kalau aku main sendiri terus ini tentang visual novel, nanti aku cepet banget gitu loh, and I can't immerse into it. So I rather play with you guys. I rather read it with you guys. I rather read it aloud, you know, which is really it was nice. For me, at least. I don't know about you guys. I hope it was nice too for you guys. Yeah. Sorry. I do hope you guys enjoy it too. If anyone's watching, if not, it's fine too. It was just for my, what is it? Like cuma buat biar aku baca aja sih. I will probably get to bed now because I have things to do tomorrow. So yeah, that will be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for accompanying me to all of this. Yeah, that's all, and I'm sorry if it's only like that. It's not like a fun action games. It's just cozy visual novel games, which I enjoy really. And I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys have a great life. I hope you guys have a great year. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you soon. See you later. See you in the next stream. See you when I see you. See when I see you. Thank you very much. Bye bye, baby. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.